Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is going to be the Siege of PANTICAPAEUM in the head-to-head campaign. I am Pontus, technically not Pontus anymore. I'm now called the Mithridatic Kingdom. I have a huge fleet and 2 full stacks of an army. So, basically, I didn't want to siege this town, but I had to. So here's one of my no, this is just a regular unit. I have three generals here altogether. Well, obviously, we gotta wait. I do go through my units, and I basically just retreat all the cav. I wasn't going to need them. My opponent had no cav. Now, for my fleet, I've got a bunch of these Pontic Marines. I was gonna try to pronounce the Greek name. And then Pontic Marine Archers, and then my general, whose name I forgot. It's actually a very strange one. So we have two other generals, obviously. I don't know their names. They don't show up, sadly. I would say them. But yeah, it's just the units. So, the army is just coming in. Now, this is the town, if you guys don't know. PANTICAPAEUM is on the Crimea. And it's a very wealthy town and important for me because it basically gives me a great staging point to control the Black Sea with my fleet. I currently do own the most ports in the Black Sea. So you could call me owner of the Black Sea now. I'm running my horse archers off, running my cav off, just need to filter out the units so I can get my artillery. As you can see, I have no ladders. That's because these armies are reinforcing armies and I attacked with a fleet. Now, the plan was to launch an attack on the harbor, but I was not going into 2 artillery pieces and 3 ships. Now, I could obviously overpower with numbers, but it's not going to end well. My artillery does make it onto the field right there. I was actually starting to get worried. They hadn't come in. They were one of the last units, and I was very frustrated because I specifically moved that army to be reinforcing first. So my final army is 4 slingers, 4 Pontic Hoplites, 1 Pontic bodyguard. Where's he at? He looks like a Pontic Hoplite. That's him right there. Yeah. No. What's a hoplite? 5 hoplites. Am I like dyslexic or something? I know he's here. Pontic hoplite. Alright, where did he go? One of these units isn't what it seems. Bodyguard, there it is. There he is. Alright, so I have 4 hoplites, 1 Pontic bodyguard, 1 artillery, 5 swords? 5 Threos swords, medium tier infantry, 4 Threos spears, again medium tier spear infantry, 4 Sparabara, a combination of spear and archer, a general, and then some crappy damage units back here which will not be taking participation in this battle. So I do want to say this immediately, guys, I'm not a freaking sieger. I suck at sieges. Now, I needed 2 entrance points. I knew 1 wasn't going to be enough with the artillery, so I decided to pick my point and burn down the gate. Yep, you heard that right. Now, I wasn't actually going to use it. I just wanted to burn it down and get the point. So I had the opportunity to come through here, so my opponent will be forced to leave troops here. Sadly, I don't have ladders, again, because I attacked with the fleet, reinforced with the army, so immediately I'm going to move my slingers up here to counter the archers. Oh, and by the way, to clear this up, this is not being played by the AI, this is being played by my opponent in the head-to-head campaign. More like allies, actually, right now. We've actually helped each other out quite a bit. Times are desperate for our kingdoms. I mean, when you start off as Pontus and Macedon, they've got to be the hardest starting points in the game. There's at least some of them. I know the Aravaki are pretty hard, and the Lusitani, but Pontus and the Macedonians are next level. So, you know, we are enemies, but for right now, we're friends. We'll kill each other later on. So I do easily break this first point down. It's already at 89%. I am getting shot. Nothing I can do about it until my guys get into position, which I should have had before I attacked the walls. I'm in gate. I can already see siege players cringing. So arrows, slings are coming down. Another thing, guys, I don't have any frickin' archers. I've got slingers and Sparabara, which act like archers, but they only have four, I think? 4 shots? Yeah, 4 shots. And, you know, they don't have the range of that archers have. So I'm kind of screwed. There goes the 1 point. And in sieges, you really need archers. You really need archers. These guys just don't have the arc. They're doing good though, but you got to take into consideration that's 4 units shooting at 1. So I mean, he does sally out here, by the way, which is a good move to stop me from burning it down. But he is going to get surrounded since he only sallied out with 1 unit. Yeah. So the Pontic Threo spears are actually pretty good units. They're pretty tough. Pontic Threo swords, though, the other units that I've got back there, you're gonna see why. I probably won't be using them much longer. I do throw some javelins in his rear, and then I'm gonna charge him. Javelins in this game, especially DEI, are very devastating. So yeah, there goes that unit right there. And then I am moving up the assault force of the 5 Threo spears, swords, I mean. Now, I knew the Threo swords were pretty lightly armored. You know, you can just look at them. They have, like, no armor on these guys. But what happens to them is utterly ridiculous. And I know I may be able to speed it up, because I know not a lot is happening. So I will speed it up here. And there goes the next part of the wall. I do get 2 breaches. They're right next to each other. Oh, here comes some cav. Not really important, though. He gets crushed, by the way. Look at that. He got crushed by the falling wall. I ignored it, basically, because I had some Threo spears right there. Cav eventually just goes off and dies. Pretty handily winning over here. I am getting shot by the tower and stuff, but that's fine. I am clearing out a unit, and I don't have to fight him in the city, and he's a phalanx unit. I was going to run away, but I was like, screw it, we're just going to finish it off. Oh, wait, no, that's what I was doing. I was fighting the cav unit, never mind. So, I got my guys into position here. I have Peltist coming up too, somewhere around in this horde. There they are. They'll be up here soon. Threo swords are going to get their javelins off pretty quickly. I just needed to weaken him a little bit. Obviously, they're not going to do that well, because spears usually take a while to do the damage. Fleet isn't going to move the entire time, by the way. I'm just going to let you know about that. Not until the very, very end. I just ignore the cav, basically. Line my 2 Threo swords up and get ready to charge. And this is a cool scene, actually. Watch this. So, these are militia hoplites, alright? They're not a good unit. They're good at holding. Other than that, guys, they're complete crap. Watch! Oh my god, my guys are freaking levitating. Alright. We can fly. So, I get into the fight pretty quickly here. Now, my guys. Alright, I am being shot by the tower, I'll admit. But the towers don't do that much damage in this game. My guys, Threo swords here, get flippin' eaten alive by militia hoplites. And even the game said they were a low threat, so I was like, alright, you know, I know my knowledge pretty well. I'm gonna cream these guys, and no, it's the complete opposite. I'm getting wrecked. So I realize I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to get in there, and I do it. This takes a while for the siege to get going, by the way, I'm sorry. I do retreat, the gate is down. I actually will use it later on. So yeah, you can see, he hasn't lost a single guy. I've lost quite a few. Same over here. He's lost a few over here, but same thing. I'm just taking a bunch of ridiculous damage. So having the fleet, this is what my plan was to attack the harbor and make him defend it, basically. Make him use troops to defend that, and I could just overpower the walls by now. But it's not at all going to do that. I have literally 1 point where I'm attacking. So I'm like, screw this isn't working. And I run it's glitchy, by the way, so my guys freak out and start panicking. So I run out, and I bring freaking Pelta stuff, because I was not doing this. My other unit starts javelin them too. So here come the javelins, just to do some damage and soften the guys up. So, yeah. I am still having to deal with these freaking Greek archers. Oh my god. No matter how cheap an arch unit is, it's always going to be a good unit. That's a fact, by the way. Facts with the Lone Berserker. So I whittled down the numbers a little bit more. I am shooting this kind of trying to spread out the damage. Shouldn't have been doing that. I should have just been focusing on one unit. It makes a lot more sense. I keep looking over there thinking something's going to happen because that's what I did the entire time I was playing this. The Rail Sword's going in for round 2. It's basically gonna end as disastrously as the first round went. And of course, the glitchiness doesn't stop, and I really can't do anything. Oh, I just shoot his new guys a little bit. Now these are proper Greek hoplites, so they could be a problem. Coming over here into the fight again, hoping I can just break his guys very quickly and get a quick victory. That is not the case, guys. I guess I'll get some cool shots here because this is about all you're gonna get. Sieges in this game can look very cool. So yeah, attempting to force back his hoplites here, but they are just putting up a fierce freaking fight. I finally think I cleared off the last archers, almost. And now, with more hoplites, this is not at all going to work in my favor. And I do eventually call off the attack. And I am bringing up 2 of my own hoplites because I realized, you know, this ain't going well for mine. I might as well try the same unit. And you can see I'm losing decisively. And I'm down to 140. Like, this is terrible, you guys. I'm like, screw this. We're done. I'm done with these Thraeus units. We're getting the heck out of here. If I had frickin' Thracian Rumphia units, that'd be much better. So I come up with the hoplites, and I knew I felt like they were going to be better. Because hoplites on hoplites, it's usually a lot more even in terms of fighting. Now I see this, and this is a great opportunity for me. I don't let up. I charge up here very quickly and pile onto this unit, and quickly I attack the unit behind it to surround it, and he can't really get any help to it. And this unit also glitched, so you can see I was not the only one having troubles here. Our units weren't really working that well. This unit will break, so that was a huge win for me. I was so relieved to break that unit. Now my guys, though, are very much out of formation, and there's just a big blob here of different units. And when you select your unit to drag them out in battle formation, it doesn't work. So look at this. This is not what I ordered to go on here. Alright, this is actually kind of funny. Oh my god. So I'm trying to fix my guys. I'm trying to give them a movement order to line up properly, and then I'm going to give them an attack order. And it's just not working. And I am taking a lot of casualties because of this, by the way. My hoplites are not... What the frig? Oh my god. What is happening? Oh my god. So yeah, we are starting. I mean, this unit's losing decisively. They just got here because of the glitchiness. I do send a guy over here. I didn't think the gate. Oh no, the gates weren't down. I didn't think they were. So I'm getting them down now. Militia hoplites is finally breaking, or Greek militia, whatever you want to call it. So I'm starting to see some success from this flippin' grindy mess here. I am taking a lot of casualties, guys, though. This is like a direct assault. This is the last case scenario I want to do. I didn't have to do this. I just wanted to do. I wanted the siege over and done with because I was so freaking sick of having this faction be alive. The boss force gets a huge bonus because they get a peninsula to defend. And of course, when you land on it, disaster strikes and your armies usually die because they're stuck between the city and 4 armies that are in freaking fortification mode. That definitely didn't happen to me. I'm kidding, it did, and I will accept my mistake. I lost an entire stack. But I finally decided to go around and travel via land to PANTICAPAEUM. And now I am starting to see some success. And this, I'm just charging at this point, guys. I am ordering all my units forward to inflict as many casualties as we can. And obviously this is costly. This is not cheap. I'm losing tons of guys because of this. His guy starts wavering. And the reinforcements are coming. There's 3 Greek militia ready to block this area. And he breaks. And I just order my guys into this gap and into formation. I didn't have any reserves ready though. This is like this is so dumb of me. I immediately run 4 Threo spears up just to get up here. I like Threo spears. They're a good unit. Threo swords I don't like at all. We're getting in here to defend, and the militia are coming up. I am ordering my Pontic Hoplite to just attack this Greek militia and keep him in place. I should have had this Pontic Hoplite out, but I wanted him in the fight just to help. I got the Threo spears pouring in now. And now this unit is starting to break. However, we're both in red morale for some reason. He is wavering though. I pull out actually. I think I give him an attack or to go back into combat though. Yeah. So they'll die quicker. He is God almighty, I can't speak. He is not going to charge them in, which was, in my opinion, the good move. But this does allow me to shoot him with Peltist and get my 4 slingers into position and fire upon those guys. So now things are starting to look good for me, surprisingly. So I got my slingers ready, and I was not attacking this line. I was like, no way in hell am I going in this battle unless these guys are weakened up. So 4 slingers, unleashing volley after volley on these guys. It takes a while for slingers to kill, but once they do, they usually do pretty well. And Greek militia aren't really armored well. And yeah, look at that. They're going to start dropping very quickly, a lot faster than if I was in melee. Like here, look at all the dead bodies. Oh my god. Threo spears are also throwing in their javelins, so I'm doing extra damage that way. However, my opponent is very smart here. He's going to put pressure on my flank, so I got to get more guys in here. And this gets chaotic very quickly, guys. So I'm getting the Threo spears in. I think I have 2 of them, 2 or 3. I think 2, yeah, 2 guys coming in. I immediately give them an attack order. That unit breaks just from pressure of getting shot. He brings another one in. I immediately give an attack order on it. This crappier Greek militia is breaking. So it's starting to look better for me as this costly siege runs on. And as I take more and more casualties. I break that unit and I do quickly pull back. I'm trying to get this guy out of here because he's down to 100 and he's wavering and he's not even in combat. So I send him out. I got 2 Hoplites coming in, the freaking cream of my army here, and proving to be the reason why I'm winning this battle. I do engage against this Greek Hoplite, which were in like column formation for some reason. I didn't even give the attack order for some reason. I don't know what the heck I was doing. So I'm literally stuck. I am trying to use my slingers to just do some extra damage. Because my Threo spears are getting torn apart. Like everything I felt like I sent in was just losing to these Hoplites. Except for my Hoplites, which is kind of what I expected, but it's also ridiculous in my opinion. So yeah, just shooting them up. It's starting to take pretty heavy casualties here now, and I am starting to turn the tide of this. Hoplites are in formation, finally, and they're in phalanx, so we'll be able to guard that. Now I do got a pretty good idea here. So I charge him with a Hoplite, and I send this 98 unit around. I'm kind of glad I kept it in the city. He does break in a little bit, but he does what I need him to do. So the Hoplite is going to hold, and I'm going to send this unit right through here and flank the Greek Hoplite. So if these were my Phrygian Axemen, these guys back here, but those are damaged, so I couldn't use them. So if these were my Phrygian Axemen, this unit would have died much faster. I do take pretty heavy casualties here again, and I gotta pull my guys out because I'm too scared of losing units. All my units in this army have been damaged at this point, or almost all of them. I was getting very worried at this point. Freaking Hoplite losing decisively for some reason. I don't understand this. Oh my god. Even though I got this guy surrounded, it's still well, he's losing decisively now, but it's not going very well. This guy does break, which I expected, but he did well. Now this is the mistake I was kind of looking for here. My opponent gets a bit aggressive here, and I take advantage of it by sending up my Threo swords. I got 2 more of them, and I knew like they were the only offensive unit I had left besides my Sparabara, but they aren't offensive. So I have these guys pour over this and smash into their flank, so those guys will be dealt with pretty quickly there. But oh my god, he's got freaking more. He's got a Greek Hoplite and a Basilikoi. Yeah, he's got that unit there. They're coming up very quickly. This unit's wavering, and I'm like losing my mind at this point with how many casualties I have taking this stupid city. But his units are slowly losing, and I just kind of kept hope that eventually I would overpower him with pure numbers, which I don't like that terminology because I hate taking casualties, basically. Unless it's on a field battle, I'm fine with it, but in sieges, my god, do I hate these things. And I don't know why, I guess I've just never grasped the attacking skill. I'm like Hannibal Barca, I'm very good at field battles, but I suck at attacking cities. And that Hoplite breaks. This made me mad, alright? I was actually mad about this. He was at 56. There was no reason he should have broken. He's a better unit than that one. And he broke. Oh my god. That freaking Pontic Hoplite had fought Scythian horse archers, but he breaks at the sight of pikemen out of phalanx, which is the exact unit that he is, but alright. I am shooting his general, which I thought was like the only way I was going to kill him with what ammo I have left. Sparabara come in, and once again, they're going to be running the show here as they throw themselves into the fight. Sparabara are very quickly becoming like one of my favorite units, just because of how versatile and effective they are. They're obviously not attacking units, they're freaking perfect for defending. They're sort of like immortals, and I am shooting him as he runs. And I would say Sparabara are probably the best defending unit in the game because of their versatility. And you can literally, like, this is my strategy at this point. It's just human waves. Just trying to soften up his rear units. General coming in to boost the morale and do some extra damage to me, but it's basically falling apart for my opponent here at this point. Still, though, Pontic Hoplite is losing decisively. I don't know why. Like, they're in formation, they're using their weapons, they shouldn't be losing. This was getting really frustrating to me. And I love the Pontic Hoplites. They're a good unit. Not great, obviously, but good enough. So now it's just his general and that unit, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and some crappy archers left. So, the Pontic waves of Thureos actually pulled it off here with extreme casualties. This was ridiculous for me. I mean, I am not the sacrificial person. Like, I don't sacrifice my soldiers, but in this I was just done. I wanted the city taken. I wanted this faction erased from history. We destroyed all their monuments after taking this. So we can just speed it up at this point. I mean, there's like 4 minutes left. So there's just, yeah, I'm just running down his last units. So honestly though, God, I could have done better here. I didn't have siege ladders, and his fleet actually does make a move soon. We'll see them do that in a moment here. I guess we'll just watch the minimap. Yeah, there they go. So they try to run the blockade. Now I immediately spot this. Well, not immediately, but I do spot it. Alright, come on. There was no way he lasted that long. There we go. So, I order my fleet to crush these Bosphorians. I am getting shot at by artillery. I do actually lose a ship here, and I don't know how. It might have been from the artillery. Probably got rammed, though. So yeah, look at this. This is so stupid. I was so mad. My ships got caught on each other and couldn't ram properly. So there goes one ship. So well, that I am using like the keyboard, by the way, so that's why it's very awkward. So we do take the walls. His general eventually wavers and breaks off the field. I am killing that last unit of phalanx there, and we have the beautiful city of PANTICAPAEUM in our hands. The Black Sea Empire is looking pretty nice right now. So I will give you a show of the campaign map after this, once these last units are dead. The artillery placement by my opponent was smart, though, on the fleet side, because he probably knew I was going to be aggressive with it, which I couldn't really because of that, and I didn't want to get bogged down fighting 3 ships and getting shot by artillery. So yep, there goes the units. Everything breaks off the field. That was probably the most disastrous siege I had. Now I lost 1,000 freaking men. So the fleet commander, Epistor, that's the fleet guy, he led the siege, I guess you could say. Why does it say continue? Oh, do we not get to see the end results? Oh, that's stupid. Sorry, guys. I don't know how many guys were in that siege, but that sucks. I am sorry, guys. I wish I could show you. Now, here is the situation. You can see I am going up north. I am doing it. I'm pulling it off. It sucks. I hate it. I hate campaigning up north. But I'm pushing myself to the limit. So let's just look at the review of the Pontic roster, I guess. We can look at the Threo spears and swordsmen and why I hate them. So they're 870 and they're freaking utter garbage. Now, Pontic Hoplites, you can see, are pretty beefy units. They're not bad at all. The problem I'm having with my armies is the units I can recruit are these Anatolian Axemen, which suck because they die too fast. They're very good for offensive attacks. The Threo Swordsmen, which die too quickly. Axemen, which aren't bad, but you can only recruit a certain number of them. And Galatian Swords, which actually aren't too bad, but they are limited in their 200 numbers. They're not bad. I actually could recruit a few of them, and they'd be good for front line, but I wasn't thinking of that at the time. I thought the Threo Swords would be better. And then obviously I don't have them yet, but these are the Pontic Thorax Swords, which are really nice. For spears, I have light stuff until I get my Thorax reforms, which I don't have. So it's either between the Thraeos or the Sparabara. I like both. I would say the Thraeos are a bit more sturdy than the Sparabara, but they're still fun. These guys are just too weak. They die too fast. Now for pikes, obviously we have the Charlie B Spearmen. Sadly, you can only recruit some certain number of them, but even then, they're too weak. I wouldn't use them in Scythia. Pontic Chalk Spideys, the Brazen Shield Pikemen. I don't use them because I just don't like pikemen at all. I refuse to use them, basically. That's basically my predicament. So, you know, you gotta pick between these certain units, and I went with the Threo swords and spears. Again, they're not bad units. They're pretty good. They just die too quickly. I would like these late Pontic infantry. They're very good. They're a bit more sturdy, I think. Not really. They're freaking crap, actually. My god. Pontus's roster sucks. I hate it so much. And I love the faction historically. I do have $4,000 chariots, which cost 600 per turn in upkeep, by the way. I will be using them. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if I will. I might. I think I might just use it for fun. They're obviously not good. I can just get elephants, which I do get from Antioch. So that's all, guys. I guess that's basically all. I'm going to be doing another update where I go through the campaign and our success and failures. We are, I think, 100 turns into it, right? Yeah, 91, close enough. So, that's all. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.